Are you finding it confusing to certify for weekly unemployment benefits in North Carolina? You're not alone. But today, we're going to clear up all the confusion and help you get exactly what you need. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a massively requested topic that impacts thousands of folks looking for a temporary lifeline.
Look, navigating the unemployment system can honestly feel like learning a whole new language, right? It's stressful enough losing a job without having to fight with a computer system just to get your weekly check. But don't worry, we're going to make this whole process incredibly simple and straightforward. Here is our roadmap for today. We're covering the basics and eligibility, a step-by-step guide to weekly certification, work search rules, troubleshooting those annoying common issues, where to find actual support, and some important final disclaimers. Let's get right into it. Part 1. Basics and eligibility requirements. Before you can even think about certifying for those weekly benefits, which, by the way, can be up to $350 a week in North Carolina, you've got to make sure you actually qualify. There are 4 main boxes you need to check. Number 1, you lost your main job through no fault of your own. Think layoffs, not getting fired for cause. 2, you earned enough wages over your base period, which is really just a fancy way of saying the last 15 months. 3, you're physically able and available to work right now. And 4, you are actively hunting for a new job. That last one is absolutely crucial, guys. You have to continuously prove you're out there looking every single week you file. Now, here is a rule that catches so many people off guard right out of the gate: the unpaid waiting period week. Basically, North Carolina law mandates that your first eligible week is unpaid. Yeah, I know, it's frustrating. But here's the absolute kicker: you still have to file your weekly certification during this unpaid week. If you don't, your claim won't stay active and you'll completely mess up the timeline for your actual paying weeks. Moving right along to Part 2, weekly certification. Step by step. Okay, we need to clear this up because it is super confusing for a lot of people. You are dealing with 2 completely different websites here. My NCUI Benefits is where you actually submit your unemployment application and file those weekly certifications to get paid. But ncworks.gov is the state's mandatory job service portal. You have to register on NCWorks right away. If you don't keep that profile active, your payments over on My NCUI Benefits will literally just be delayed or denied altogether. Remember, 2 separate systems, and you absolutely need both of them. The actual certification part, it's honestly pretty straightforward once you're logged in. It's really just a series of yes or no questions to verify you're still eligible for that specific week. You just sign in to your My NCUI Benefits account, find that big red Action Required box right there on your dashboard, and click File Weekly Certification. Then just follow the prompts about your job search activities, any wages you might have earned, and whether you're still available to take a job. But listen, timing is literally everything here. The filing window opens every single Sunday for the previous calendar week, so the week that just ended on Saturday. Once Sunday hits, the clock starts ticking. You have a strict 14-day regulatory deadline to file that certification. If you miss that window, there's no way around it. You completely forfeit that week's money. Plus, it halts your entire claim sequence, meaning you have to jump through a bunch of hoops just to formally reopen it. Do yourself a favor, just file early. All right, Part 3, work search and tips. This is where we see the most mistakes, so grab a pen. First tip, keep filing every single week, even if you're still waiting for your initial claim to be approved. Second, if you pick up a part-time gig, you have to report those earnings for the week you actually worked those hours, not the week you get the paycheck. Super important distinction there. Third, you must contact at least 3 different employers every single week. Fourth, for claims filed on or after March 23rd in certain counties, you literally have to enter those work searches directly into the online system before it'll even let you certify. And lastly, remember NCWorks? Keep that account active by logging in at least once every 90 days. Now, you might be wondering, do I have to take any job they throw at me? Well, the state has this suitable work standard, and it's basically a sliding scale to balance your career specialization with the goal of rapid reemployment. For your first 10 weeks of unemployment, you only have to accept job offers that actually match your specific skill set and past experience. Makes sense. But after 10 weeks, the game changes. At that point, you have to accept practically any job offer that pays at least 120% of your weekly unemployment benefit amount, even if it's completely outside your normal career field. Let's move on to Part 4, troubleshooting common issues. Things don't always go perfectly, right? So let's proactively look at 3 common hiccups. What if you missed that 14-day deadline we talked about? Like I said, your claim stops dead in its tracks. You'll have to formally reopen it online, and you might even get hit with another unpaid waiting week. Next, what if you get a not registered error message? Don't panic. That usually just means you forgot to keep your NCWorks account active.
Head over to ncworks.gov, log in to reactivate it, and that hold on your payment should clear. And finally, what if you worked part-time? Totally fine. Your weekly benefit amount will just be mathematically reduced based on your earnings allowance for that specific week.
Almost done. Part 5, resources and support.
If you find yourself stuck, you really don't have to figure this out alone. The North Carolina Division of Employment Security, or DES for short, is your ultimate source of truth here. There are a lot of rumors out there about unemployment, so always defer to DES for the real answers. Here is exactly how you get a hold of them. If you hit a weird technical error or you just really need to talk to a human, call the UI Support Center at 888-737-0259. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can also handle most things through their online portal at dus.nc.gov. And hey, if you don't have reliable computer access at home, you're not out of luck. You can always use the public computers at your local NCWorks Career Center or even your local public library to file those weekly certifications. Finally, Part 6, Wrap Up and Important Disclaimers. Okay, we need to throw in a really important disclaimer here. We are just explaining the source material today to help you wrap your head around the framework. You absolutely must consult the official DES website at des.nc.gov for the final word. Unemployment regulations, money limits, and those online portal steps can and do change. So definitely double-check everything directly with the state.
At the end of the day, unemployment is meant to be a temporary bridge, not a permanent destination. But honestly, navigating the bureaucracy of that bridge shouldn't feel like a full-time job itself. So what do you think? Do these strict state requirements actually help people get back to work faster, or are they just creating unnecessary hurdles when folks are already down? Drop your thoughts and any other questions you have in the comments below. And hey, if this explainer helped clear things up for you, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with anyone else who might need a hand. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you in the next explainer.